Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in. Judy here. If you fight for freedom, democracy, and human rights, you've come to the right place. And if you like the content that I share, please subscribe to this channel. It won't cost you anything. Thank you. My friend, before we dive into today's topic, please allow me to thank the friend who bought me coffee from my website last week. Thank you so much for your kind support, my friends. Thank you. My friends, do you remember that I have compared the January 6th insurrection with an insurrection in ancient Rome? If you don't recall, or if you're a new friend, please check it out in the description or comment. Yeah, in that video, I said that Trump is a coward because he didn't dare walk into the Capitol with his followers as he had promised. Frankly, not only Trump is a coward, so are his adult sons. They talked, and talked, yelled, and yelled, but none of them walked into the Capitol with the MAGA followers. That's right. The only thing they dare to do is instigating other people to do their bidding. Unfortunately, Trumpers didn't and might still not believe that they were manipulated and used as useful but brainless tools by Trump and his family. Yeah, it's because they believe his huge lie. The election was stolen. Speaking of the reason about why Trumpers believe Trump's huge lie, I talked about it in one of my previous videos. Yeah, the Texas Sharpshooter Fallacy. In that video, I said that I believe that Trump knew that he lost, but he didn't and doesn't wanna admit it. Why? And why did he incite his followers to storm the Capitol? Well, it's quite obvious, isn't it? Money, power, and more. Although I don't think loving power and money is a bad thing, I do think one shouldn't be too greedy like Trump, like most of the dictators in human history. So right, dictators are so very greedy. Moreover, they never accept the things they don't like. They don't accept election results if they lose, like the one in Brazil. Yeah, these kind of actions are dangerous. But the more dangerous thing is when they have the power to use troops to overthrow a democratically elected government. For example, after the Russian people overthrew the imperial government in 1917, the Russian Provisional government was formed, and Ballot carried through with holding elections for a constituent assembly. Though the Bolshevik Party had begun to allow mass membership without consulting with their leader Lenin, when the election of the Constituent Assembly was held to finalize the candidate list, the Bolsheviks only received less than 25% of the vote. Then the Bolsheviks and their allies argued that this mandate was not valid, that they were more accurately reflecting the public will, not the winning party. So, between the finalization of candidate lists and election, the October revolution broke out, and this ended the reign of the Provisional government. No doubt, the new government was ruled by the Bolshevik Party, headed by Vladimir Lenin. Speaking of this period of time, George Orwell's novel Animal Farm explained it all. Yeah, he was the writer of 1984. Nevertheless, the new government pledged to go ahead with the election, and its rule remained provisional until its authority will be confirmed by the Constituent Assembly. However, when the Constituent Assembly convened on January 18, 1918, it rejected the Bolsheviks' demand that they recognize their authority of the Soviet government. The Bolshevik delegates stormed out. Unfortunately, the Bolshevik Party had the power to send troops to disperse representatives of non-Bolshevik parties, and then the Bolsheviks officially dissolved the Constituent Assembly, which led to a one-party state with all opposition parties banned. A dictatorship was fully formed. See, it's more dangerous when dictators control the troops. And now you know why Trump has been firing generals and admirals without explanation. This is just one of the steps of becoming a dictator. Okay, my friends, in case you don't know me yet, I'm Judy Faye London, a fan of Jack London. I'm a published writer who writes fiction and non-fiction novels and short stories. You're very welcome to visit my website, judyfaylondon.com, or Amazon to read my poems and my short stories. The last one, Mr. Rat, Candy the dog, and so on, and my latest non-fiction book, Living with the Walking Dead, a roadmap for achieving your own success. I hope to see you there, and I thank you so much for your kind support, and thank you very much for subscribing to my YouTube channels, Judy Faye London and Judy Plus. Judy Faye London is a channel that mainly talks about culture, economics, and dictators and various events and people in human history, while Judy Plus is a channel that talks about interesting discoveries in the world of science.